morning everyone. Myself, Mr. Lokesh Singh, Assistant Professor, Department of Pharmacology from ISF College of Pharmacy, Moga. Today we will discuss the topic digestion and carbonatives. This topic comes under the Pharmacology B.Pharm 6th semester BP 602T, and this topic is a very easy and important for all the students. So now I am start for the digestion topic first. Digestants are the substances that are used to enhance the process of digestion in the patient in which the digestion process is compromised. For example, functional dyspepsia. As we can see the definition, digestants are the substances that promotes the digestion of the food, or we can say that enhance the action of body's natural digestive enzymes. And these digestants are used to improve the breakdown and absorption of the nutrients like protein, carbohydrate and fats. There is a disease known as the functional dyspepsia. In this disease, there is a deficiency of digestive enzymes in this disorder. This is the flowchart of the normal digestion. In this, when we intake the food, that food goes to the stomach, and where the gastric acid digestive enzymes like pepsin, amylase, lipase and protease act on it. And these enzymes properly break down the proteins, carbohydrates and fats, and after that normal digestion and absorption of nutrients occurs. But in case of disorders, the pathophysiology is clear that there is a decrease in the gastric acid, pancreatic enzyme and bile salts, and these are responsible for the incomplete digestion of the food. If there is an incomplete digestion of the food, that results in the undigested carbohydrates, your proteins and your fats in the intestine. So this causes the delay in the gastric emptying, and that further causes the fermentation by the gut bacteria, and that ultimately leads to the formation of gas formation, and patient will experience bloating and similarly heaviness. And after that, all the symptoms, this causes the loss of appetite. That means patient is not willing to have any kind of food because of loss of appetite. Second one is nausea. Patient feels nauseous, like for the feeling of vomiting. And lastly, discomfort in digestion, and this occurs in the case of dyspepsia. Next one is classification. So digestants is classified into 7 types. First one is acidifiers, second one is proteolytic enzymes, third one is amylolytic enzyme, fourth one is lipolytic enzyme, fifth one is pancreatic enzyme, and sixth one is bile salts, and last is miscellaneous. So now we will go for the first one. First category is acidifiers. There are 2 examples. One is betaine HCl and second one is glutamic acid hydrochloride. In case of acidifiers, these drugs promotes the formation of HCl in the stomach, that is responsible for the activation of pepsin. If pepsin is not activated in your body, then there is a lack of breakdown of the proteins. Hence, this drug is used to enhance the acid production, and that acid production enhances the acidic environment, and that environment is responsible for the activation of pepsin and effective protein digestion. What are their therapeutic uses? Therapeutic uses in the case of hypochlorhydria. It's a disease in which there is a low stomach acid formation. Similarly, as a digestive aid. Side effects are potential for gastrointestinal irritation, peptic ulcer and acid reflux. Second example is glutamic acid hydrochloride. This drug is also similar to the betaine HCl. It provides the additional hydrochloric acid to the aid in the digestion of proteins by activation the pepsin. And the therapeutic uses is in case of betaine, hypochlorhydria and as a digestive aid. Side effects are similar to the betaine HCl. Second classification is proteolytic These are the enzymes responsible for the breakdown of protein into peptones and amino acids. And the examples are three. First one is pepsin, second one is papain, and third drug is bromelain. First one is pepsin. Pepsin, the source of is gastric mucosa chief cells that is responsible used for the pharmaceutically as a pepsin preparation. And the mechanism is clear. It hydrolyzes the peptide bonds in the proteins. Hence, the conversion occurs like protein is converted into proteoses and proteoses converted to peptones. And this process requires the acidic pH for the activity. And therapeutic uses is in case of protein indigestion. Second one is dyspepsia associated with gastric insufficiency. And third one is post-gastrectomy digestive disorders. And dose for this is 5 to 10 mg after the meals and is combined with the dilute HCl. ADRs are like abdominal discomfort and nausea. This is the first example. Second example is papain. Papain is extracted from the latex of Carica papaya. And the mechanism of this is non-specific proteolytic enzyme. And this enzyme is responsible for the breakdown of peptide bonds and digestive proteins converted into smaller peptides and amino acids. And therapeutic effects are like digestive aid in case of dyspepsia and protein indigestion. Dose is 100 to 300 mg per day. ADR like allergic reactions, nausea. Third one example is bromelain. This enzyme is extracted from the pineapple stem. Mechanism clear proteolytic digestion of the protein, like similar. Therapeutic uses in case of as a digestive supplement, and second one in case of dyspepsia. And the dose is 125 to 500 mg per day. ADR is GI irritation, and in some cases it are found allergic reactions. Next one is the third category, amylolytic enzymes. These are the enzymes responsible for the breakdown of carbohydrates. And the examples are two, diastase and decadiastase. Diastase is a mixture of amylolytic enzymes that hydrolyzes starch into maltose and dextrin. Sources are obtained from the malt barley or the plant sources. And the mechanism is this. It hydrolyzes the alpha-1,4 glycosidic bonds, and hence starch is converted into dextrin, then maltose, then oligosaccharides. Therapeutic uses are like carbohydrate indigestion, flatulence due to undigested starch, and last one is digestive insufficiency in the older patients. ADR is like mild abdominal discomfort. Second example is decadiastase. Decadiastase drug is extracted from the fungus Aspergillus oryzae, and it's a fungal diastase enzyme preparation rich in amylase used for the digestion of starch. Mechanism is same like that. Starch is converted into decadiastase, fungal sources amylase. It converted into dextrin, then maltose, then simple sugar. In case of diastase, it's converted into oligosaccharides. In case of decadiastase, it is converted into simple sugars. Uses are like amylaceous indigestion. The patient in which there is starch-rich indigestion is there. Second one is dyspepsia. Adverse effects are like GI discomfort and allergy. Fourth category is lipolytic enzymes. These are the enzymes responsible for the conversion of fat into simpler ones. That is triglycerides to monoglycerides. An example is lipase. Lipase is a drug acted by hydrolysis triglycerides into fatty acids and monoglycerides. And therapeutic effects are like fat malabsorption, steatoria, and digestive insufficiency associated with pancreatic disorders. And the dose is dependent we will give according to the combination with the enzyme products. ADR is like diarrhea, abdominal cramp, and bloating. Next one is fifth category is pancreatic enzymes. These are the enzymes in which The group of enzymes are used for the first one is pancreatase. It is an enzyme that contains three enzymes. First one is lipase, then amylase, then protease. So what the lipase do? Lipase is convert the dietary fats into triglycerides into monoglycerides. Amylase what do? That converts starch into oligosaccharide or maltose. Protease what can do? Trypsin, chymotrypsin, etc. That converts the protein into peptides and amino acids, and all together are responsible for the proper digestion of fats, carbohydrates and proteins, and that enhances the nutritive absorption in this, and that is used for the relief of maldigestion and steatotic in pancreatic insufficiency. And this enzyme is used in case of exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, we can say the EPA, due to conditions like cystic fibrosis, chronic pancreatitis and pancreatomy. Side effects are like gastrointestinal disturbances like nausea, diarrhea, abdominal pain, hyperuricemia, and in some cases potential for allergic reaction in patient with poor protein insufficiency. Second example is pancreatic. Pancreatic is similar to pancreatase. In this, pancreatic contains a mixture of digestive enzymes that assist in the breakdown of dietary macronutrients, and the uses is pancreatic insufficiency and as a digestive aid. This is the overview of the both the drugs. Next one is sixth category is the bile salts, and this category is converted into two types. One is UDCA, one is CDCA. UDCA is ursodeoxycholic acid and CDCA is enodeoxycholic acid. UDCA is a natural bile acid that reduces the cholesterol absorption and hence improves the bile. This dissolves the cholesterol gallstones that occurs in the gall and improves the liver function in liver diseases. Uses in case of primary biliary cholangitis, dissolution of small cholesterol gallstones, and side effects are like diarrhea, nausea and abdominal pain. Second example is chenodeoxycholic acid. This is another bile salt that enhances the bile acid, helps to dissolve the cholesterol gallstones by reducing the cholesterol saturation in the bile. Uses in case of cholesterol gallstones. Side effects are like diarrhea and liver toxicity. Similarly, last category is miscellaneous enzymes. That enzymes is converted into three types: lactase, cellulase and invertase. Lactase that converts the lactose into glucose and lactose. Therapeutic use in case of lactose intolerance, infant and adult milk tolerance. Dose is given with the milk and dairy product. ADR is like rare bloating, mild abdominal discomfort. Second example is cellulase that helps to hydrolyze cellulose into glucose units. Therapeutic use in case of digestion of plant fibers. Second one is reduces bloating and discomfort. And dose is a formulation dependent. ADR is flatulence and abdominal discomfort. Last example is invertase. In this, it converts the sucrose into glucose and fructose. Therapeutic effects in case of disaccharide indigestion, digestive insufficiency, and dose is as per preparation. ADR is mild GI discomfort. This is the overview of the digestion. I hope all students have gathered a proper knowledge regarding this topic. Thanks for watching my video.